Dylan Hernandez here, LA Times. Darvin, have you spoken to Russ Westbrook? And two, has there been any discussion among you guys about maybe a change of role for him, maybe coming off the bench? And for Roth, after what you saw last season, talking to Darvin, what made you think, this is a workable situation with Westbrook?
Yeah, I would say yes. Russ and I have had some really, really great one-on-one combos, man. And the biggest word I think came out of those discussions were sacrifice. That was the biggest word. It was sacrifice. We're going to sacrifice whatever we got to do. And it's not just Russ. There's going to be sacrifices that LeBron has to make, that AD has to make, on down the line through the rest of our roster. Again, we have to start on the defensive end in terms of what his role is going to be. I'm going to expect him to be the same tenacious, high-energy player that he's been all his entire career. A lot of it now may happen without the ball in his hand. Most of it now may happen on the defensive end. But again, we have to sacrifice. There's no achieving anything without all parties, sharing the load, sacrificing, and depending on one another.
Just to follow and leverage off what Darvin's saying, I think all of us would agree that teams, whether it's in any sport, take on the identity of the head coach. And the things that stood out to Darvin in the interview process was the two words he's been using. One is sacrifice. He was a player in the league that made every sacrifice to be great. He wasn't a superstar. He knew what it takes to be in the gaps, to do the little things to make his teams great, like the championship team he was on. And then toughness. I think one of the things we lacked as a team last year is an identity of toughness. And I think we're excited to see how Coach, with his leadership style, will bring those attributes to our team next year. And as he said, there's going to be expectations, especially on the defensive end, that those words carry forward, words like toughness and sacrifice and accountability. And that's what Coach Ham's leadership stands for and represents.
Let's get ready for HoopJab.